There's a quiet secret hiding in plain sight, a seemingly innocent habit many of us embrace for its perceived health benefits, yet it could be silently undermining your vitality right now. We're talking about lemons, that bright, zesty fruit celebrated for its freshness and vitamin C, a universally recognized symbol of health and vibrancy, often found gracing our kitchen counters, ready to lend its distinctive tang to a multitude of dishes and beverages. But what if the very way you're using it, a simple squeeze into your daily drink or meal, is inadvertently contributing to issues you're desperately trying to avoid, particularly as you embrace your golden years, a period of life when physiological shifts demand a more nuanced and attentive approach to nutrition? For thousands across the country, persistent digestive discomfort, ranging from a mild, nagging unease to the sharp agony of kidney stones, or unpredictable blood sugar fluctuations that leave one feeling perpetually off-kilter, become unwelcome companions, turning what should be a period of graceful enjoyment into a constant battle against physical ailments. And the perplexing truth is, the hidden culprit might be much closer than you think, potentially lurking right beside that beloved lemon in your kitchen, innocent in its individual form yet capable of unexpected reactions when brought into specific culinary company. This isn't about fear-mongering or banishing lemons from your life, quite the opposite, as such an act would deprive you of a truly remarkable natural resource. Lemons, when used correctly, are indeed a powerful ally for vibrant health, packed with antioxidants, essential vitamins, and compounds that can genuinely uplift your well-being. However, it's their interaction with other foods that can trigger a cascade of unseen problems, issues often dismissed as just part of getting older, a convenient but often misleading explanation that can mask preventable dietary missteps. We're talking about subtle signals like nagging bloating that interferes with your comfort, inexplicable fatigue that saps your joy and energy, or even severe discomfort that could culminate in an unexpected, stressful visit to the emergency room, transforming a simple ingredient into a source of significant distress. The crucial distinction lies entirely in the principle of combination, a profound concept often overlooked in our fast-paced world of grab-and-go nutrition, yet one that holds immense power over our internal equilibrium and long-term health trajectory. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this vital information, offering you an indispensable guide that could fundamentally transform your approach to daily nutrition, inviting you into a deeper understanding of how foods interact within your unique physiology, moving beyond simplistic calorie counts to embrace a more holistic perspective. We'll meticulously reveal the specific food pairings you absolutely must approach with informed caution, and in some cases, outright avoid, particularly with lemon, especially if you're navigating life over the age of 60, a demographic where metabolic processes and digestive efficiencies undergo natural yet significant alterations, making dietary choices even more impactful. More importantly, after illuminating these potential pitfalls, we'll then unveil a treasure trove of powerful, safe, and synergistically beneficial combinations that will not only safeguard your existing health, but actively supercharge your digestion, fortify your immune system against a myriad of challenges, and bolster your joint health, turning this seemingly simple fruit into a genuine cornerstone of well-being, an everyday ingredient that, when handled with wisdom, becomes a profound elixir for vitality. This isn't just another generic list of dietary do's and don'ts you might skim and forget. This is an urgent, illuminating conversation about those seemingly minor daily choices that wield an enormous, compounding impact on your long-term health and quality of life. Decisions that, when made consciously, can rewrite your narrative of aging. If you're someone who religiously starts your day with lemon water, believing it to be an unadulterated panacea, or habitually adds that refreshing squeeze to your meals and snacks without a second thought, prepare yourself. The insights we're about to share could permanently alter your perception of food, deepen your understanding of your own body, and empower you to make choices that truly serve your highest well-being, paving the way for a healthier, more vibrant future. Stay with us. Your future self will undoubtedly thank you for uncovering these crucial truths and integrating them into your daily life. The unexpected digestive saboteur, lemon and dairy. let's immediately address one of the most common yet frequently overlooked dietary missteps that could be causing you significant internal distress: the seemingly innocent combination of lemon and dairy. This isn't just about milk, the most obvious dairy product that comes to mind. It extends to a wide array of dairy products, including creamy yogurts, often marketed for their probiotic benefits, robust cheeses that are staples in countless cuisines, and even that seemingly harmless splash of half and half or milk in your morning coffee, a ritual for millions that could be silently disrupting their digestive harmony. For generations, dairy has been lauded as a cornerstone of a healthy diet, a comforting and accessible source of calcium, vital for strong bones and preventing osteoporosis, and an essential nutrient for overall well-being. Its nutritional profile often presented as unequivocally beneficial. However, a less talked about truth emerges when dairy encounters the bright, assertive acidity of lemon, especially for those embarking on or well into their senior years, when the body's digestive machinery naturally becomes more sensitive and less resilient. This pairing, far from being a benign culinary experiment, can swiftly transform a nourishing meal into a recipe for considerable digestive discomfort, creating an internal environment within the gastrointestinal tract that is far from optimal, characterized by a sense of unease and inefficiency. The core of this issue lies in a fundamental chemical reaction, a phenomenon easily observed outside the body and equally active within it. Lemon juice is inherently rich in citric acid, a potent organic acid renowned for its sharp taste and preserving qualities. When this acid comes into direct contact with the delicate proteins, primarily casein, and the calcium present in dairy products like milk, yogurt, or even sour cream, an immediate and noticeable change occurs. The dairy begins to curdle. This isn't merely a visual phenomenon like watching milk separate. It means the milk or dairy product separates into distinct solid lumps or flakes, often referred to as curds, and a watery liquid known as whey. While this might appear benign if it were a simple kitchen experiment for making ricotta cheese or buttermilk, imagine this precise, protein-altering process unfolding within the sensitive, warm, and enzyme-rich environment of your stomach. Internally, this curdling can lead to a cascade of unpleasant and deeply uncomfortable symptoms, including persistent bloating that makes clothing feel tight and causes a general sense of distension, a profound sense of heaviness that lingers long after your meal, making you feel sluggish and weighed down, and that deeply uncomfortable feeling of food just sitting there, stubbornly refusing to digest properly, leaving you with an enduring sense of indigestion. For younger individuals blessed with robust and highly efficient digestive systems, replete with ample digestive enzymes and stomach acid, the effects of such a combination might be fleeting or barely perceptible. Their bodies can often power through such combinations with relative ease, processing the curdled proteins without significant distress. However, as we gracefully age, our physiological landscape shifts in significant ways. The body's natural production of vital digestive enzymes, such as lactase for lactose and proteases for proteins, and stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, gradually diminishes, a well-documented aspect of aging known as hypochlorhydria. This means that foods, particularly complex ones like dairy proteins that have been denatured by acid, are no longer broken down with the same efficiency or speed. Consequently, when a person over 60 consumes what they perceive as a refreshing or healthy treat, perhaps a bowl of creamy Greek yogurt topped with a liberal squeeze of lemon juice for zest, a lemon-infused milkshake, or a salad with cheese and a lemon-based dressing, their gastrointestinal system may struggle profoundly. Instead of efficiently extracting and absorbing precious nutrients from these foods, their body may react with uncomfortable gas, generalized digestive distress, or even bouts of diarrhea or constipation, leaving them confused, fatigued, and completely unaware of the underlying dietary cause of their discomfort. Scientific research consistently supports this observation, providing a robust foundation for this dietary caution. A significant study published in the esteemed Journal of Food Chemistry clearly demonstrated that citric acid dramatically alters the delicate protein structure of dairy, fundamentally changing how these proteins behave, their solubility, and consequently how they are processed within the complex environment of the digestive tract. Furthermore, a report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlighted that older adults exhibit a heightened susceptibility to calcium malabsorption when acidic compounds are improperly introduced into their meals, thereby undermining the very bone-strengthening benefits dairy is supposed to provide, turning a nutritional advantage into a disadvantage. Consider the first-hand account of Joyce, a delightful and health-conscious lady in her early 70s who swore by her nightly ritual of warm milk infused with lemon, believing it to be a soothing, detoxifying, and calcium-boosting habit. Yet, despite her best intentions, she consistently woke up feeling nauseous, uncomfortably bloated, and with a persistent sour taste in her mouth. It wasn't until she made the simple, elegant switch from lemon to a calming, non-acidic chamomile tea for her evening beverage that her persistent and perplexing symptoms completely vanished, much to her astonishment. This wasn't a miraculous cure, it was merely the profound impact of a more harmonious and physiologically appropriate food pairing, illustrating the subtle yet powerful influence of dietary combinations. Therefore, the actionable advice is straightforward and crucial. Absolutely avoid directly adding lemon juice to milk, yogurt, cheese, or other fresh dairy products. Think twice before indulging in trendy lemon parfaits, creamy lemon pasta creations, or even lemon cheesecake, unless the dairy component has been sufficiently cooked, baked, or treated in a manner that effectively neutralizes the acid's curdling effect or completely denatures the proteins in a controlled way, such as in a traditional lemon curd, where the egg and butter are cooked. If you cherish your morning lemon water, a wise and highly recommended practice is to observe a minimum 1-hour interval after consuming any dairy product before you take your first refreshing sip of lemon water. This mindful pause allows your digestive system ample time to process the dairy independently, mitigating the risk of uncomfortable and counterproductive reactions, ensuring that each component of your meal serves its intended beneficial purpose without creating internal strife. The sweet deception, lemon's hidden impact on your blood sugar. Next, let's turn our attention to a beloved indulgence that, when combined with lemon, can present an unexpected and potentially significant challenge to your metabolic health: refined sugar. This ubiquitous ingredient permeates our modern diets, appearing in countless forms, from the comforting sweetness of your morning pastry or a celebratory slice of birthday cake to the seemingly innocent teaspoon stirred into your daily tea or coffee, and even hidden within many processed foods. On its own, in moderation, refined sugar might seem innocuous enough, a simple source of quick energy. However, when you introduce the sharp tang of lemon into the equation, particularly if you are actively managing blood sugar levels, are predisposed to insulin resistance, or are over the age of 60, the consequences can be surprisingly risky, silently undermining your diligent efforts towards stable health and increasing your vulnerability to metabolic disturbances. It's a combination that on the surface appears harmless, perhaps even refreshing, but beneath that veneer lies a complex biochemical interaction with significant physiological repercussions. The intricate mechanism behind this risk is fascinating and crucial to understand, as it directly impacts your body's ability to maintain glycemic control. Lemon, as we've already established, is a rich source of citric acid. While often celebrated for its ability to cut through richness, add flavor, and provide a dose of vitamin C, this acid has a lesser-known characteristic. It can subtly interfere with how your body processes glucose. Normally, when you consume something sugary, your blood sugar levels naturally elevate, a predictable physiological response. In response to this rise, your pancreas diligently releases insulin, a hormone essential for transporting that sugar, glucose, from your bloodstream into your cells, where it's used for immediate energy or stored for later use. This is your body's elegant system for maintaining blood sugar balance. However, compelling scientific studies have illuminated that elevated levels of acids, such as citric acid, can disrupt insulin's vital function, potentially reducing its efficacy or altering the cellular response to it. This means that instead of your body efficiently clearing glucose from your blood and delivering it to the cells, the sugar can linger in your bloodstream for longer than it should, leading to undesirable and potentially dangerous fluctuations. These can manifest as abrupt, sharp spikes in blood sugar that overwhelm your system, followed by equally sudden, debilitating crashes later on, leaving you feeling drained, irritable, unfocused, and unwell. A roller coaster effect that puts undue stress on your entire metabolic system. This dynamic becomes particularly concerning for individuals living with prediabetes or established type 2 diabetes, conditions that, according to the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, affect nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 in the United States, representing a significant public health challenge. Even if you've never received such a diagnosis, it's an undeniable physiological reality that our bodies naturally become more insulin resistant as we age, a process accelerated by lifestyle factors. This means that the efficiency with which your cells respond to insulin decreases, making blood sugar regulation a more delicate and challenging balancing act. Consequently, mixing lemon, for example, with that seemingly harmless sweet roll, a sugary beverage, or even a lemon tart where the sweetness is predominant, could quietly but consistently work against your metabolic health goals, pushing your system closer to instability and making it harder to maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. The cumulative effect of these seemingly minor dietary choices can, over time, lead to significant metabolic strain. Groundbreaking research published in the prestigious Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism has indeed revealed that acidic foods possess the capacity to diminish insulin sensitivity by an astonishing margin of up to 20% when consumed alongside refined carbohydrates. This isn't a negligible figure, it's a significant physiological impact that can translate into tangible, uncomfortable, and potentially harmful symptoms. Imagine feeling a profound sluggishness just an hour after eating, experiencing bouts of dizziness or lightheadedness, or a perplexing return of hunger and cravings for more sweets even after a supposedly satisfying meal. These could be direct repercussions of such a combination, signals from your body that its blood sugar is not being managed optimally. Over extended periods, these repeated and unnecessary blood sugar spikes and crashes place undue stress on your pancreas, forcing it to work harder to produce more insulin, potentially accelerating its exhaustion and significantly increasing your risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat around the waist, and abnormal cholesterol levels, all of which heighten your susceptibility to more severe health issues like heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. My dear friend, Frank, learned this lesson through personal experience that profoundly altered his daily well-being. For years, his cherished afternoon ritual involved a large glass of homemade lemonade, prepared with fresh lemons, and habitually 2 generous spoonfuls of white sugar, sometimes even more on particularly warm days. It was his cherished moment of respite, a comforting habit he believed was harmless. Yet he consistently found himself inexplicably wiped out, struggling with profound sluggishness and mental fog after lunch, unable to pinpoint the cause of his post-meal malaise. A routine visit to his doctor, prompted by general fatigue, revealed highly erratic glucose levels, placing him in the pre-diabetic range. The pivotal change occurred when he, upon his doctor's advice, transitioned to unsweetened lemon water, enjoying the zest without the added sugar, and chose to enjoy his occasional sweet treat entirely separately, allowing his body to process it independently. The transformation was remarkable. His energy levels stabilized dramatically, and his mental clarity returned with vigor, restoring his ability to focus and engage. Often, it's these minute, mindful adjustments to our daily routines that yield the most profound and lasting differences in our health and quality of life, demonstrating that small changes can have monumental impacts. Therefore, the discerning approach is clear. If you adore the vibrant, refreshing taste of lemon, savor it on its own, perhaps infused in plain water as a hydrating beverage, or thoughtfully pair it with naturally sweet alternatives like fresh berries, which offer beneficial fiber to mitigate sugar absorption, or a touch of stevia for calorie-free sweetness. However, cultivate a conscious and disciplined distance from refined sugar, white sugar, high fructose corn syrups, and other processed candies and sugary foods, especially when consumed in the same meal or beverage as lemon. If you do choose to indulge in something sweet, grant your body sufficient time, ideally at least an hour or two, to process it before introducing lemon into the mix. This mindful separation empowers your body to regulate blood sugar more effectively and prevents the unintended acidic interference with insulin function, allowing both the lemon and the sweet treat to be enjoyed responsibly and with minimal negative impact on your metabolic health, safeguarding your long-term vitality. The silent threat: lemon and oxalate-rich foods for kidney health. Now let's explore a category of foods that are universally celebrated for their robust health benefits and are often lauded as nutritional powerhouses, but paradoxically can become problematic when combined with lemon, potentially leading to something as excruciatingly painful and debilitating as kidney stones. We're referring to nutrient powerhouses like vibrant, leafy spinach, earthy beets, including their greens, and even wholesome, protein-rich peanuts, almonds, and rhubarb. These foods are justly praised for their abundant fiber, potent antioxidants, and essential vitamins and minerals that are fundamental for supporting robust heart health, cognitive function, and overall vitality. However, a critical distinction emerges for older adults whose physiological systems, including kidney function, undergo natural age-related changes. The act of combining these oxalate-rich foods with lemon, a fruit undeniably high in citric acid, can subtly and quietly escalate your risk for kidney issues, specifically the formation of calcium oxalate kidney stones, without immediate warning signs. To fully grasp this, it's essential to understand the underlying physiological process within your body. Oxalates, also known as oxalic acid, are naturally occurring organic compounds found in a vast array of plant foods, and under normal circumstances, when consumed in moderation and with adequate hydration, they typically pose no significant threat to your health. The complication arises when these dietary oxalates encounter specific acids, particularly the citric acid concentrated in lemon juice, within the digestive tract or urinary system. In this acidic environment, oxalates and calcium can readily bind together, forming tiny insoluble crystals of calcium oxalate. Over time, and with consistent exposure to this particular combination, these microscopic crystals can aggregate and grow, slowly yet persistently, eventually culminating in the formation of painful kidney stones, which can range in size from a grain of sand to a pearl, causing immense discomfort as they attempt to pass through the urinary tract. This risk is regrettably amplified for older adults, whose kidney function naturally tends to decelerate with age, a process known as age-related decline in glomerular filtration rate. This decline makes it significantly more challenging for the body to efficiently filter and flush out these troublesome compounds and crystals from the kidneys before they can coalesce and enlarge, thereby increasing the likelihood of stone formation. To truly put this into perspective and underscore the importance of this dietary awareness, consider these sobering statistics and scientific findings. The National Kidney Foundation reports that individuals over the age of 60 are statistically more prone to developing kidney stones than their younger counterparts, with dietary choices playing a profoundly influential and often underestimated role in both their formation and prevention. Further corroboration comes from a meticulously conducted study published in the prestigious Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, which found that a diet consistently high in both oxalates and acidic compounds correlated with a significantly elevated incidence of calcium oxalate stones in individuals aged 55 and older. The concerning aspect is that it often doesn't require extreme or obviously unhealthy dietary habits to trigger this process. Something as seemingly benign, refreshing, and outwardly healthy as a fresh spinach salad dressed with a zesty lemon vinaigrette or a revitalizing beet smoothie, infused with lemon juice for an extra kick of supposed health, could, if consumed regularly and without awareness of this interaction, be inadvertently laying the groundwork for kidney stone formation, transforming an act of perceived wellness into a potential health hazard. The real-world implications of this interaction are stark and often involve considerable pain and distress. I recall the poignant story of Linda, a delightful 68-year-old woman with an admirable commitment to health, who held an unwavering belief in her morning ritual of beet juice with a generous squeeze of lemon, convinced it was a potent liver detoxifier and an excellent source of nutrients. Her conviction, however, was tragically overturned after 2 harrowing trips to the emergency room within a few months, each prompted by episodes of excruciating, stabbing back and abdominal pain, far beyond anything she had ever experienced. She learned through this incredibly painful ordeal and subsequent medical evaluation that she had been unknowingly accumulating oxalates within her urinary system, forming recurrent kidney stones despite her otherwise healthy lifestyle. Guided by her astute physician and a registered dietitian, she wisely adjusted her diet, continuing to enjoy lemon in other contexts where it wouldn't interact with high oxalate ingredients, but completely eliminating the direct pairing with beets and other high oxalate vegetables in her daily drinks. Since that crucial dietary modification, Linda has remained blissfully free of kidney stones, a powerful testament to the impact of informed choices and the importance of understanding the subtle interactions between foods we consume daily. It is crucial to emphasize that the solution is not to categorically eliminate nutritious and beneficial foods like spinach, beets, or almonds from your diet. Their benefits are too substantial to forego entirely, and they are essential components of a balanced nutritional plan. The key lies in strategic pairing and mindful consumption. Instead, consider enjoying your spinach with a simple drizzle of olive oil, a dash of balsamic vinegar, or with a creamy, non-lemon dressing, reserving lemon for other meals where it won't interact with high oxalate ingredients. Furthermore, commit to drinking an abundance of plain water throughout the day. This is a fundamental and highly effective strategy to assist your kidneys in their vital role of filtering waste and flushing out excess oxalates before they can crystallize. If you have a personal history of kidney stones, possess any degree of reduced kidney function, or have other pre-existing kidney conditions, it is absolutely imperative to consult with a qualified medical doctor or a registered dietitian before regularly combining oxalate-rich foods with lemon. This professional guidance will ensure your dietary choices are safe, align with your specific health needs, and mitigate any potential risks, empowering you to make truly informed decisions for your long-term kidney health. Empowering your wellness journey, the wisdom of lemon combinations. Having now thoroughly explored the crucial combinations to approach with informed caution, understanding that awareness is the first step towards prevention, it's time to shift our perspective and embrace the profound positive potential of this vibrant fruit. Because when consciously and intelligently paired with the right partners, lemon ceases to be a potential risk and transforms into an extraordinarily powerful, versatile ally on your personal wellness journey, a veritable superfood when its synergistic potential is unlocked. We are now poised to unveil how to harness its full beneficial potential, moving beyond avoidance to embrace active empowerment, unlocking combinations that will not only safeguard your health from unseen threats, but actively enhance your vitality, fortify your body's natural defenses, and promote a sense of robust well-being. This understanding is key to truly leveraging lemon as a cornerstone of your daily nutritional strategy. The golden nectar, harnessing the power of lemon and raw honey, among the most exquisitely beneficial and harmoniously balanced partners for lemon, particularly for individuals embracing life beyond 60, is a simple yet profoundly potent ingredient you very likely already possess in your kitchen pantry: raw honey. It's crucial to distinguish raw honey from the heavily processed, filtered, and often heated varieties typically found in those familiar bear-shaped bottles on supermarket shelves. Raw honey, in its unadulterated state, directly from the hive, is a living treasure trove, brimming with a natural symphony of beneficial enzymes, powerful antioxidants, and remarkable antibacterial properties that are often stripped away or severely diminished in commercial processing that prioritizes shelf stability and clear appearance over nutritional integrity. When this golden elixir is thoughtfully combined with comfortably warm, never boiling lemon water, it transcends a mere beverage, becoming a soothing medicinal tonic that has been revered and utilized for centuries across various cultures, from ancient Egypt to Ayurvedic traditions, to support robust digestion, gently calm systemic inflammation throughout the body, and significantly fortify the immune system against a myriad of pathogens. The delightful bonus: it tastes like pure comfort in a cup, a gentle embrace for your body and soul, making wellness a truly enjoyable experience. So, what precisely makes this pairing such an exceptional boon, especially as you navigate your golden years, a period when the body benefits immensely from gentle yet effective support? Let's begin with its profound and multifaceted impact on digestion. As a natural and well-documented part of the aging process, our stomach's capacity to produce adequate hydrochloric acid, stomach acid, gradually diminishes, a condition known as hypochlorhydria, which becomes more prevalent with age. This reduction in stomach acid production consequently makes it more challenging for the body to efficiently break down food particles, particularly proteins, and crucially, to absorb essential nutrients such as vitamin B12, iron, and calcium. The mild, yet stimulating acidity derived from the lemon acts as a gentle catalyst, helping to kickstart the digestive process by signaling to the stomach to produce more acid, preparing it for the influx of food. Concurrently, the natural sugars, prebiotics, and a diverse range of enzymes inherently present in raw honey work synergistically, providing a protective and soothing coating for the delicate stomach and intestinal lining, thereby helping to mitigate irritation, reduce acidity, and promoting a smoother, more rhythmic, peristaltic movement of food through the entire gastrointestinal tract. This dual action ensures that your body can extract maximum nourishment from your meals with greater ease and comfort, reducing the incidence of post-meal bloating and indigestion. Beyond digestion, the combined power of lemon and raw honey extends robustly to your immune system, offering a natural shield against illness. A compelling 2018 study published in the esteemed Frontiers in Pharmacology meticulously highlighted that the rich array of polyphenols, flavonoids, and other bioactive compounds found in raw honey possesses the remarkable ability to significantly enhance the body's innate immune response, actively empowering it to ward off certain harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi, acting as a natural antimicrobial agent. When you further enrich this with the abundant vitamin C from lemon, a powerful antioxidant essential for immune cell function and collagen production, you create a formidable, yet entirely natural and deliciously palatable immune-boosting elixir that far surpasses the efficacy and wholesomeness of many synthetic, often over-processed, store-bought supplements, which may lack the synergistic power of whole food ingredients. This natural concoction helps to reduce the duration and severity of colds and flus, a common concern for older adults. But the true impact of this combination is often best understood through lived experience, not solely through abstract scientific data. My esteemed neighbor Joe, a spry 72-year-old who still maintains a cherished ritual of daily morning walks regardless of the weather, steadfastly credits his vibrant health and remarkable resilience to his daily cup of warm lemon water infused with a single teaspoon of raw, local honey. He passionately asserts that this simple beverage keeps his throat consistently clear, ensures his digestion remains effortlessly happy and regular, and even miraculously aids in quieting that persistent, tickly cough he used to predictably develop every autumn, a seasonal nuisance. Joe begins every single morning with this ritual on an empty stomach, allowing its beneficial properties to be absorbed effectively, and the transformative difference he has observed in his overall well-being over the past year, he assures me with a twinkle in his eye, is nothing short of night and day, proving that simple, consistent habits can yield profound health dividends.